Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nafisa Salsabila. I'm from C class 2018. Here I want to explain what do I know about key success of online and blended learning. The first is learner-centered education. Everything starts with the learner. Learner-centered education is about an entirely new way of seeing, thinking about, and acting on education. It focuses on three aspects about the learner. First is each learner is seen as being unique in meaningful ways. They have unique backgrounds, circumstances, and starting point with unique strengths, challenges, interests, and aspirations. All of these unique attributes call for unique responses for the learning system. Second, each learner is seen as having unbounded potential that will unfold at its own pace and in its own way. Every single learner is a wonder to behold. And finally, each learner is seen as having an innate desire to learn. The second case is collaborative and interactive learning. Collaborative learning is a method of teaching and learning in which students team together to explore a significant question or create a meaningful project. A group of students discussing a lecture or students from different schools working together over the internet on a shared assignment are both examples of collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is a method of teaching and learning in which students team together to explore a significant question or create a meaningful project. A group of students discussing a lecture or students from different schools working together over the internet on a short assignment are both examples of collaborative learning. The third case is metacognitive awareness. Metacognitive awareness means being aware of how you think. In the ELT classroom, it means being aware of how you learn. Developing metacognitive awareness is an important part of helping learners become more effective and, importantly, more autonomous. If learners are conscious of how they learn, then they can identify the most effective ways of doing so. The example: the teacher asks the learner to keep a diary of their classes, in which they can note what they liked and didn't like and why. They then discuss their ideas and develop individual and class action plans. The fourth case is increased flexibility. Flexible learning is a method of learning where students are given freedom in how, what, when, and where they learn. Flexible learning environments address how physical space is used, how students are grouped during learning, and how time is used throughout teaching. With space, students may be given dedicated breakout rooms to work collaboratively. School with restructured traditional schedules to provide students with time for collaboration and another activities such as guest speakers or performance to assist their understanding of topic. The fifth K is intermediate feedback. Through this feedback, students receive information that creates an idea or belief in respect to their result. For this feedback to be more effective, it should be given immediately after the test is complete. The immediate feedback makes learning more meaningful. And the last case is multimodal content. Multimodal learning is teaching a concept using more than one mode. by engaging the mind in multiple learning styles at the same time. Learners experience a diverse learning style that collectively suit all of them. The model suggests that there are four main types of learners. There are visual, auditory, reading or writing, and kinesthetic. For the visual, they learn best by seeing. Visuals such as picture and graph are helpful. For auditory, they learn best by listening. Audiobooks and podcasts are preferred over other modes. Reading or writing, they learn best by reading and writing. Writing down information helps them remember. For kinesthetic, they learn best by doing. A practical, hands-on approach is more effective. Thanks. That's all from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.